Leo, welcome back to the channel. This is a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Be sure to check your other placements. Friendly reminder, take what resonates, leave behind what does not. If nothing resonates whatsoever, the message is not for you at this time. Leo, Leo, Leo. What does Leo have to know? Leo, Leo, Leo. Oh, if I could keep it. Hold on my cards. My cards. All right. Leo, Leo, Leo. Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right. A little messy, but we can fix it in just a second. All right, Leo. Your overall energy of the reading is Justice in the reverse. That is Libra energy. Let's see what else we got for you here. All right. Eight of Strength is your current situation. We have the Emperor in the reverse for challenges. That is Aries energy. That is your challenges card. That's opportunities and obstacles. You have the Ace of Charisma in your current foundation, or what you should be focusing on. You have the Page of Intelligence in the past position. We have Seven of Charisma in the possibilities involved, or what you might be hoping for. We have the Page of Wisdom in the reverse position for near future. We have the Sun card in the upright position. That is you and the energy you're bringing to this reading. We have the Knight of Strength in the upright position. That is environmental or external influences. That could be also your subconscious. We have the Two of Strength in the reverse position. That's your hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. That's the advice card. Then we have the Moon in the reverse position. That is Pisces energy. That is your potential outcome. And we'll do some clarifications on this as we go along. So starting with that Justice card here for our overall energy. Get everything situated. All right, Leo, let's get the show on the road. Justice in the reverse position. Justice is your capacity to create a new reality through shattering old limiting beliefs. Since we're in the restricted position, we might be struggling with shattering those beliefs, right? Justice can also stand for dishonesty, unfairness, and subjectivity. When reversed, justice shares some commonality with the flaws of the vigilante. That is the, let me actually show you this. I read that one a lot, and then I'm like, you don't know what I'm talking about because I didn't use those cards. The reverse card suggests that you know you've done something that isn't morally right, and whether or not you own up to this deed, you must live with this truth. Look beyond your desires, your ego, and your biases in order to get back to the truth. Don't let your judgment be overruled by emotion. Now, I would also like to point out that I don't feel like that's always your energy when that card comes up. That could be something came to light to you, an unfairness to you, or perhaps something you feel is an unfair situation. We have the Eight of Strength in the current situation. This is in the upright position, the Eight of Strength. So going with the flow and adapting to change, hold the goal loosely and enjoy the journey. So we are going with the flow. We're becoming a little more adaptable. We're kind of going at the pace of what feels right, letting things kind of come naturally. We're not holding on so tightly that we're getting disappointed left and right. And we're just enjoying, right? We have the Emperor in the reverse position for our challenge. That is opportunities and obstacles. Finding the source of your inner authority. Since you are in the reverse, you might be struggling with kind of finding your voice, being a leader. Domineeringness, rigidity, a control freak, and closed-mindedness. So you might be struggling with any of those features. When reversed, this card warns that you're either going too far or not far enough. Is power being abused? Are you becoming domineering or overbearing? Perhaps the Emperor is calling you instead to stand up to a flawed authority figure in your life. This card reverse can also signify the need to nurture your self-discipline and to stop avoiding your power. Recommit yourself. lay down groundwork and achieve your goals. So perhaps we're being a little too flighty, and we're not taking enough action is possibly what that means. Or we have taken so much control and so much, which would be fitting for this, we're not letting it flow. Let's see what that Ace of Charisma is. Ace of Charisma. So we can get a little bit more. This is something that you should be focusing on, or the foundation of our situation here. The Ace of Charisma, a new opportunity, a time of manifestation and abundance. So yeah, we're not putting quite the foot forward that we need to manifest what we want, to have the life we're creating, to have the life we want and desire. We're letting everything kind of just pass us by, or perhaps it's a little too much control, right? So we're trying to go, okay, this is, and really we just need to take that step back. We have the Page of Intelligence for the past position. Page of Intelligence is discovering new ways of communicating your ideas and putting them to action. That is probably something that you have recently overcome, so that you are communicating your ideas, you're growing, you're climbing a ladder, you're changing a situation, and that is perhaps why we're kind of in a situation where we're like, okay, let it go, let it flow, or perhaps we're taking so much control that we're not letting anything flow, we're not adapting to that. Let's go in. You know what? Because I'm nosy, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick clarification, Leo. Please verify the Strength, Emperor, and Ace of Charisma. Thank you so much. All right, so we have a Six of Cups, nostalgia. We have the Devil in the reverse position. That is freeing ourselves from the chain, letting go of dependencies. And we have the King of Wands in the reverse position. Six of Cups. Memories, reconnection, comfort, homecoming, love, and a tenderness. So signals the time of revisiting and remembering something you've loved or cared for deeply. There's an element of nostalgia here, as this fondness you're currently feeling could be tied to old memories or relationships, perhaps brought up by a homecoming. Reach out to an old friend, read your childhood journals, or make a playlist of songs you loved in your younger years. You're yearning for connection or reconnection, so you should seek it out. Who knows? If you're feeling called to dive into nostalgia, your delving might dredge up something that helps with future personal growth. Absolutely. Card 15 is the Devil. That is Capricorn energy. So now we have, what is that? Capricorn, Libra, and Pisces. Release, change, and breaking the cycle. So this card is a call to action for a harbinger of change. You're ready to break the cycle of addiction, unhealthy habits, and problematic dependencies and move forward to become a more fulfilled and happier you. Release yourself from those chains. And then we have that King of Wands. In the reverse position, impulsiveness, haste, and a high expectation. So yeah, it's a control. It's a controlling, too much control, and it's bringing you down, because you have these high expectations. So in reverse, the King of Wands can be a little too controlling, overcompetent, and hyper-competitive. The King might be advising you to be cautious in wielding your power and be more thoughtful and considerate in your leadership. Being a leader doesn't mean bossy, so be careful to remain a mentor and not become a bully. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's very interesting. All right, so let's check out that Seven of Charisma. That is what the possibilities involved, or what we might be hoping for. So our Seven of Charisma is speaking on the power of allowing your plans to develop and unfold without urgency or restlessness. So you are really struggling with wanting to control every little aspect of your life, which is absolutely understandable. Sorry guys, I'm just going to change that a little bit. Is that better for you? There we go. But you're struggling to let go of that control, and you can't always control every little thing, and we set these high expectations, and then we get disappointed, and then things don't happen the way we want them to, or the pace we want them to, and we also start thinking negatively, and then we start bringing in negative things into our life, and attracting those negative things instead of moving forward and moving happily and being grateful. There might be something that is holding you back, and that is creating this negative energy for you. We have the Page of Wisdom for the near future. It is in the reverse position. So this is embarking on a new path sparked by curiosity and creativity, but you're being held back from that new path. Perhaps because you're trying to control. So instead of having a new venture being brought into you, you are choosing a path, you are choosing something, you are forcing something instead of flowing with it. And so then you're basically delaying this path of success, adventure, love. Thank you so much. Ace of Swords in the reverse position. Six of Swords in the reverse position. Magician in the reverse position. Yep. Okay. Why do we do these things to ourselves? Why, oh why, oh why? Leo, Ace of Swords in the reverse. It's a coldness, a cruelty, a curtness, and over-rationality. The Ace of Swords warns that you could be too cold, rational, and disciplined to the point that you might not care about how others feel or how your words may cause damage. Intellect is important, and truth is what rules this card. But be careful, you're still human. Don't forget kindness. Interruptions, stalling, obstacles, reticence, okay? The Six of Swords can mean that you're refusing to move on, or that your ability to move on has been stalled, delayed, or interrupted. If it's the former, remember to try not to let your emotions get the best of you. Letting go of the negativity of the past is the logical, healthy thing to do. I guess I should. No, I'm just gonna. So letting go of the negativity of the past is the logical, healthy thing to do, so don't let your heart stop you from healing. If your moving on has been stymied, know that you might need to reevaluate either the method of moving on or the very path itself. Sometimes the obstacles indicate that you need to find a new route or more creative solutions to arrive at your destination. I guess I should be. So, yeah, so it has to be like this for you. That's funny. Okay, well anyway. So. Those are your first two there. And then you have the Magician, a card all about manifestations, coming into your power, creativity. But when it's reversed, we have untapped or blocked power and a manipulation of power. Sorry. This card says that your power is either dormant or being wielded unfairly. Ask yourself whether what you're working for to actualize has integrity or if it lacks honor. Alternatively, someone could be taking advantage of your power for questionable ends. Think about who will benefit from your hard work. Lastly, if you feel blocked in the actualization of your goal, this card reverse encourages you to think innovatively. What's at your disposal? You can make what you have work. I'm actually, you know what, I'm not going to pull quite yet because we have the potential outcome to pull as well. So, but yeah, so you're holding yourself back. You have a blocked power. You have a blocked creativity. Something is stunting your growth. Something is holding you back from manifesting, from having these new opportunities come to you. Something here you are holding yourself back from, whether you're not moving forward from something, you're stuck on something, you're stagnating, you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of being hurt, you're thinking too logically, so you're not even letting your heart even try to come forward. Let's check out that Sun card. It's you and your wonderful energy. Interestingly enough, it is in the upright position, so you're feeling pretty good. You have a good energy about you. You know there's a power inside of you. So returning to the innocence and vitality of a childhood. So there's a warmth, there's a joy, there's success, there's a childlike being to you, which is great for manifesting. So the Sun, warmth, joy, success, enthusiasm, and recognition. Coming out of the inner turmoil and conflict of the star and the moon, the Sun promises sunny days ahead. You've done the work to process past trauma, stepped into your power, and owned who you truly are. The Sun's rays illuminate your future, clear away confusion, and eradicate anger. With this type of energy, confidence, recognition, and success are natural conclusions. Now all that's left to do is to shine bright. So you are doing the work, you are healing from something, but there is still a lot of work to be done. Oh, the Knight of Strength. This is a very interesting push and pull energy here. Knight of Strength, Knight of Strength. Knights are your messengers, all about. Knight of Strength, going full out and not looking back, following your gut, doing what it takes to make it happen. So that's your environmental influence, that's your external influence, that's your subconscious. So following that gut instinct. Following your intuition, doing what it takes to make it happen, which could be, again, your control here. But perhaps there's a leap that you are not willing to make because you feel like the what ifs of it, the failure of that possibility, might be too much. We have the Two of Strength following that in the reverse position for your hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. It's growing and making progress towards a future goal, enjoying, discovering what you love to do. And that is in the reverse position. So, hopes, fears, reminders, warnings, and your advice: grow, make the progress, take the steps, enjoy discovering what you love to do, try new things, do what you love, be passionate about what you love. Then you have the Moon card. That's Pisces energy. It's in the reverse. This is your potential outcome. Facing and allowing deep-seated fears to dissolve in the light of your awareness. Remove words and from the mind and breathe. So removing that negative self-limiting beliefs, shattering those old beliefs. So in inner turmoil and ignoring the subconscious. So you are ignoring your intuition. You are ignoring your instincts. You're trying to be logical, as said, like you're trying to control these things. This card suggests that instead of exploring your subconscious, you're ignoring it altogether. Don't repress your instincts and emotions. Connect to the wild subconsciousness within you. Shed all your childhood baggage and accept who you are and what you want. Okay, and you have this strength to do so. You have the sun right here. We just need these reversed. We'd rather want the moon here and the sun here, right? Let's go ahead and pull. Clarify the moon for Leo, moon and rising. Leo. 2 cards right off the get-go. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, that offering, right? The 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position. The 3 of Wands in the reverse position. Okay. Oh, Leo, what's going on? Why are you stagnating? What are you afraid of? Financial loss, lack of commitment, lack of security. The Ace of Pentacles warns of financial mismanagement and disappointment. It could also mean that the foundation of these new opportunities is flimsy at best. The stability and security of future endeavors may be fleeting or questionable. Last, the reversed Ace of Pentacles can note that commitment, either yours or others, is wavering and revoked or revoked entirely, putting these exciting new possibilities at risk or at hold completely. Well, we already know that because of the Page of Wisdom, so we're not committing. Something is holding you back. 5 of Pentacles. Recovery, resilience, and bouncing back. So you are going to struggle with this, but you're going to bounce back, okay? You have a resilience. You're going to recover. 5 of Pentacles signifies that you're finally coming out of a period of struggle and moving on. You may not be totally out of the woods yet, but you're on your way to recovering what was lost. Keep doing what you're doing and remember to always call upon and support and turn the community that helped you during this time. So then we have that 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is delays, competition, and miscommunication. So again, you have these high expectations, they're not met. The 3 of Wands warns of potential pitfalls that come due to hang-ups and miscommunication. Breathe through your rising blood pressure and recalibrate. So what if your partner left you on red when you asked where their part of the presentation was? You have time to whip up something to keep the ball rolling. And that person who has yet to text you back from your next date, stop worrying about it. If you want to turn your attention elsewhere, that's valid. But if you felt a genuine spark, a little patience and understanding can go a long way. Do you have any other messages for Leo, Sun, and Rising due to this outcome? Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Judgment in the reverse position. 7 of Swords. King of Wands. Any other messages? Thank you so much. 5 of Wands. The Sun in the reverse. 3 of Cups in the reverse. The Chariot. All right, lots of information here for you, Leo. 5 of Swords. The Moon again. Page of Pentacles. Another opportunity. 2 of Swords. Wow. Okay. Wow. Awesome. Okay. Well, this is a little bit long, but they kept coming, so awesome. So I'm going to run through these super fast for you, Leo. Okay. Things for you to know. Okay. Are we ready? We're ready. We have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse position, so objectivity, analysis, and rebalancing. The Seven of Pentacles advise you to take an objective look at what you're investing in so that you can take proper stock and decide on next steps. Are there any red flags? Have you been ignoring your responsibilities or procrastinating? Are you being efficient and careful in how you contribute your energy and effort? So that card is all normally about investing and commitment, but it could be investing and committing into the wrong place. We have Judgment in the reverse. Judgment in the reverse. Card number 20. Overcriticism, inner saboteur, and introspection. When reversed, Judgment recommends introspection. The first step toward healing and progress is often forgiveness. You can't move forward if shame and anger are holding you back, or if you're being overly critical of yourself and others. While accountability and criticism are important to an extent, don't let fear or guilt hold you down or prevent you from growing. Seven of Swords. You have sneaky behavior. There's an underhanded behavior. There's a betrayal, okay? Or at least a sense of theft, deception, underhanded behavior, cheating, and sabotage. This is in the upright position. The signals that some sneaky, shady business is going down. You may feel robbed or betrayed, and if that's the case, this card encourages you to look at those around and investigate their motives. Who knows? The hand that stabs the blade in your back could be theirs. Alternatively, this card can warn to analyze the methods you're using to achieve what you want. Are you the one who's being duplicative and evasive? Are your intentions pure? I would also like to point out, because of the energy you have in this reading, you could be robbing yourself of better things. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands in the reverse position. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't just flip that. Your Knight of Wands coming in with messages, but there's a delay, correct? Correct. Haste, scattered energy, and frustration. So you might be feeling frustrated because you're in this energy of it wants to go your way. That is understandable. That's human. But when the reverse, the Knight of Wands indicates frustration, or alternatively a lack of focus. They show up reverse when a project isn't going as well as expected. Perhaps you're frustrated by a lack of progress or stymied by roadblocks. Perhaps you're too scattered, working on too many different projects, and therefore competing none of them. A reverse Knight of Wands indicates that you should be more cautious in order to avoid mistakes. Take a little bit of time to understand what you're doing. We have the Five of Wands. That is in the upright position. The Five of Wands is all about adversity, transition, uncertainty, and competition tension. So get ready for a challenge. Get ready to respond. The Five of Wands hints at conflict and adversity that fuels your ambition in response. A new element has entered the fray and shaken things up. A negotiation is becoming involved and tense. Perhaps you and your partner are arguing over which apartment to move into. This clash of personalities, wills, and desires shows that the security and harmony brought by the Four of Wands has transitioned to a new state of growth and conflict. You want to prove yourself, and you're eager to make it happen. With all growth comes growing pains. In order to become better, we sometimes need to be pushed. Okay, so you're being pushed. We have the Sun now in the reverse position. That is struggling to see the inner line, the silver lining, to see the good. But you're optimistic. This card just warns to be wary from being overly optimistic, setting unreasonable expectations. So the Sun card can hint at a few different things. Either you're having difficulty seeing and appreciating the silver linings in life, or your successes and celebrations are taking longer to actualize. There's delays, right? Again, be patient because happiness, joy, and love are on the horizon. But be careful to not be overly optimistic. Check with those you trust to make sure you're being realistic. You have the Three of Cups in the reverse position. Your Three of Cups is usually a card of celebration, joy, friendship. But when we reverse it, we have a dependence, we have overindulgence, and we have a distraction. Okay? So when reversed, this card hints that you may be taking too much or asking too much from your community. Be sure your relationships and your celebrations are reciprocal. Sorry, my gosh. This card reverse also warns against overindulging in revelry, especially if you're doing so to distract yourself or someone else from a nagging issue. Be sure you and your community are lifting up and supporting one another, not enabling one's bad habits. If something is bothering you, take the time to work it out before getting to the party. Something bothering you, Five of Wands, okay? We then have this wonderful Chariot card. Chariot is all about movement, momentum, ego, growth. Chariot is Cancer? Yeah. Cancer energy. Your chariot is about willpower, success, assurance, action, and momentum, okay? So the chariot takes what the lovers teach about self-knowledge and understanding and forges it into a tool of courageous success. The chariot charges forward with determination while challenges and roadblocks are inevitable. You will, in the end, prevail. You then have the Five of Swords in the reverse position. Your Five of Swords is in the reverse is baggage, toxicity, and resignation. So in reverse, the Five of Swords can mean three things. Past conflict has left its mark on you and haunts your current relationships and decisions. The level of egoism and negativity has gone so far that it's becoming dangerous and untenable. You're resigned about the whole situation and long to move on with your life. Whichever meaning best suits you, you know that revenge, egoism, and aggression are poisonous, and it's best to move forward. If possible, take a moment of self-reflection or even therapy to come to terms with the effects of this conflict so you can move on. Then you're doing that shadow work again. You have the moon. Okay. Pisces energy, yet again, the moon. Okay. So you may have a Pisces in your life as well. Their energy is pretty strong in this. So, illusion, dreams, fear, anxiety, and instinct. The moon reminds you that your unprocessed trauma and complicated instincts are influencing you. Everything stewing in your subconscious comes forth with this card. While it's important to acknowledge and listen to fears and anxieties, don't let them overtake you. Explore these things to connect to yourself and nurture your intuition. Then work to let go of the past so you can move on without all the baggage. Shake off those chains and run free. Okay, then you have the Page. A messenger, right? The Page is bringing in an offering, right? Right. So, Page of Pentacles, diligence, financial opportunity, and skill development. So you do have an offering coming. As always, the Page of Pentacles is the type of messenger, so be prepared to get some news related to work or money. The Page is a planner. They're patient, hardworking, who's planning for the long game. They're determined to develop their skills to one day execute their vision, and they encourage you to do the same. There's no rush. Take your time building your foundation, only fools rush in. You then have the Two of Swords in the upright position. This is about making a decision. This might feel like there's a no-win situation, and sometimes taking no action is the best course of action. I disagree with that definition of the card, but it could resonate for you. So it's indecision, it's pause, it's reflection, and introspection. You will have a decision to make, but you do have this offering. You then have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position. Yes, sorry. Yes. Also a messenger, kind of facing the other way though, right? Our Knight of Pentacles is a lack of security, inertia, and negligence, okay? So in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles signals that despite all your efforts, things aren't totally paying off right now. Revisit your foundations and see what can be addressed. Alternatively, this card reverse can imply that you're being too negligent in your dealings and that you need to ensure you're not letting your projects, relationships, work, or investments fall into ruin. So it might be something that you put a lot of effort into and then it fizzles out. You get disappointed because you've set such high expectations. Or perhaps it's just a little bit of a delay. I'm getting much more of a delay feeling for this because you're choosing to kind of block yourself. Possibly not so much you don't realize you're doing it. King of Wands, you're coming into your energy. Leadership, knowledge, vision, honor, and wisdom. The King of Wands isn't quick to judge. He wants to connect with others, understand them, and accept them for who they are, all while helping them see their full potential. He's a generous leader and an optimistic mentor who has attained mastery in his field and is eager to share his hard-earned wisdom with everyone. Like the counterpart, the Queen, he usually has a vast network of passionate connections to help you on your journey. The King of Wands wants you to step into your power and be a leader. The time is now. Stop waiting around. So, finally, this huge energy, after all this struggle, after all this investment, after all this commitment and lack of commitment and bouncing back and forth, feeling like maybe this isn't the right thing for you to do, you're moving on. You're coming out of healing. You're getting on there. You have the Three of Swords in the reverse position. Okay? You are healing. You're no longer going to be stagnant. You might feel a little stuck at this time because of the decisions you have made that has brought you to this point, but you have that decision to make, and you will heal from it, and you will move on from it, and you will have better opportunities come in for you. pull one more time. I know that was a very long clarification, but it did give me all of those, so I can't bear to rob you of that information, especially because it's going to be very important to you. Please tell us the opportunities coming. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. All right. 6 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Hierophant, Taurus energy, Tower moment. Okay. 2 of Swords in the reverse again. And an Ace of Cups. Awesome. Okay. So, with all this said, there's more for you here, and this will be the last, and we will do the oracle here. So we have, get to our sword energy here. So moving on, yet again, okay, so these are our opportunities now coming towards you, Leo. We have the 6 of Swords, moving on, a different perspective, new perspective, letting go, and progress. So amazing, okay? There's something coming here. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position, but again, as being cold and cruel and curt and over-rational, okay? So you still have that energy. You might be a little too brash about something at first, but you're going to be coming out of it. The Hierophant, Taurus energy here, speaks on taking a little bit more of a traditional approach, seeking out guidance from a mentor, from a community, from a more traditional sense of status quo, so like a church group, an organized group, a retreat kind of thing, to get you back into a spiritual path, to put you on a right level, to get you back in touch with your intuition. You do have a Tower moment here, which is a complete upheaval. It could be very painful, but there's growing pains, correct? Then we have your sorry, my neck is hurting a little bit. A stalemate, aimlessness, immobility, and confusion. So again, you have a decision to be made, but you're feeling very overwhelmed and confused. It is telling you you do need to arrive at a decision in this position, and soon. Try not to let confusion or being emotional overwhelm you to lead you to one option or the other. You need to think of this. You have to take the time, and you're going to feel a little bit at a loss. But once you make this decision, you have an offering coming. You have the Ace of Cups coming towards you. It's a love, it's a happiness, it's possibility, and great new beginnings. So the Ace of Cups signals that your heart is open to love and all its possibilities, because this card is an ace, expected new beginning on the horizon. Whether this is falling head over heels at love at first sight, with you and your partner declaring for the first time that you love each other, or an exciting new opportunity at work that will allow you to put your creativity to good use, the beginning is an exciting one. You're overflowing with love, joy, and inspiration, and you are going to revel in it. You are going to take that wonderful abundance that is now being given to you. You are no longer fighting it, and you are going to enjoy every second of it. Your oracle, Leo, is actually Wolf. It is Pathfinder. Very interesting. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Absolutely. It's probably this Ace of Cups as well. So you have a lot of decisions. You are the Pathfinder. You have many choices available to you. You just need to realize that you are blocking yourself. Come into your wonderful power, Leo, because you do have it, and you have wonderful opportunities coming towards you. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I'm sorry that was a little bit longer than expected, but I hope it resonated, and I hope you enjoyed. And if so, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.